Hello everyone, my name is Anish Rana and you're watching Kubernetes web series. Today my topic is how we can increase the persistent volume claim. The ability to increase the size of persistent volume claim, that is PVC, was introduced as an alpha feature in Kubernetes version 1.8. Thus we can say that it is quite old feature promoted to the beta version, that is 1.11, and further enhancement in the subsequent release. The stable version you will observe on 1.24. This feature is stable from 1.24 version, and as of now I'm using 1.29, and obviously for that reason you can observe one simple task in the CK exam, that how we can increase the persistent volume claim. We just need to edit the persistent volume claim and add the desired value, that's it. But when you want to perform this thing in your lab, you must aware that how we can set up this thing. To prepare the lab is not very easy, but yes, if you're watching this video, then it is easy for you. So without wasting a single minute, let's jump into my GitHub page. This is my Kubernetes GitHub repository. This is my repository name, Anishan 2001, followed by Kubernetes. If you scroll down, you will observe that how to increase persistent volume claim PVC. Click on lab. Further, how to increase the persistent volume claim? The prerequisites are Git, Kubernetes cluster, and CSI driver host path install. Let me tell you one thing that I tried with NFS server and it didn't work. Then I further dig out and observe that NFS is not supporting for increasing the PVC. Okay, so let's install the Git here. So these are the commands that we need to execute. Install Git all. It will install the Git packages. After that, I will going to create a slash data directory. Go inside that directory and then git clone. Clone is the command that will download the directory of this one. And after that, it look like that it is your local directory. And this is the page. Let me show you this page here. So this is the CSI driver host path, and this is the deploy directory. After that, 1.27 is the stable here. You can click here and you will observe host path. After that, you will observe all the YAML files here. If you go back, you can see the readme file here. And also, let me tell you one more thing here. This is the example here. And all these examples are, how you can create the storage, deployment, PVC, PV, everything it is written here. So we just need to execute the command and see the output here. Okay. And if you click here kubernetes.csi, you will observe different repository here. If you have time, go with here. So let's focus our lab here, how we can create the lab at home with this. Before start this lab, let me tell you that when I executed this kubectl get nodes, I do have three nodes running and their version is 1.29.8 and all in ready state. That's great. One is master and two are worker nodes. Let's follow the lab here. First, I am going to install the git and then create the directory here, copy and paste over here. After that, in order to install the CSI driver host path, we need to set the variables, and after that we need to apply some YAML files here. So this is my snapshotter branch and the release version is 6.3. And if I show you here, this is the variable that we are setting here. Okay. And these things. Let me copy here and let's check if it's completed. Yes, it is completed here. And if I queued ls space ltr, I can see all these directory here, and this is my deploy directory and example directory. Let me set the version here and then execute YAML files. Change to the latest supported snapshot version. This time we are executing for version variable, and this it was branch here. So both are different. Okay, let me set here, and these variables we are using here. Okay. Every time the version will be changed, for that reason we are using this variable here. Otherwise we can add directly here. Now it is also completed here. Let's check the ports are running or not. And it says that it is running. That's great. Let me clear the window here and then deploy host driver path. So obviously there are some commands that I need to execute here. So deploy Kubernetes latest deploy.sh. It will create and deploy everything whatever it required. Now one can observe that it is creating rule binding, cluster rule binding, everything. We don't need to bother about it. We just need to execute this command and follow the lab. I already executed these command 4 and 5 times and every time it is working fine. And so this is the stable version. Use it. After that, let's check if the pods are running or not. And now one can observe that CSI host path pods are running 8 by 8 and 1 by 1. That's great. Let's create the storage class PVC and pods. All these things we will going to create with the help of this example directory. Let me copy here and paste it over here. Now storage class is created, persistent volume claim is created and pod is created. This is the pod that is created here, right? One can execute this command kubectl get sc pv pvc and pods. We will observe that everything is running and all are running on default. And this is my pod here, right? Which are consuming this persistent volume claim. Separately, we can also execute this command here. Let me clear the window here. Now it is running and get PVC. And this is the PVC which is bound here. Let me do you in this way here. Now it look good here. So this pod is consuming this PVC and this PVC is bound with here. Okay. Now one can observe the capacity is 1 gig. The storage class is this one and it is in bound status. That's it. Now our PVC is created and one port is bound with this PVC. It's time to increase the PVC, right? Let me click here. kubectl added PVC and then PVC name here. Let me paste over here. And after that, in exam, you need to go here specific storage, resources, and then storage. Whatever it is asked you, just change it. For testing purpose, I'm just modifying it from 1 to 2. That's it. You don't need to increase this value here. Okay. It is a status. Save colon WQ, write and quit. Now, if I execute this command again, I still observe that capacity is 1 gig. The reason behind is that pod is already bind with this PVC. This is what I have written here. We have edited the PVC. However, it is still showing old value. The reason behind is that pod is still using the PVC. To make it effective, we have to restart the pod. In exam, I'm not aware about that where is my YAML file of that pod, right? For that reason, the pod which is binded, we just need to minus o YAML file. We just need to output everything in one file and make sure that this YAML file has all the values of pods. Sometimes we execute the wrong command and the file is not saved and if we delete the pod, we never recovered that pod. Okay, so always perform the post checks. Now we can delete this pod. After that, finally check the PVC size. It should be increased here. So let me copy kubectl get PVC and as of now we have only one PVC. Okay, now it took some time but the pod is deleted here. kubectl get PVC. Now one can observe that the capacity is 2 gig. Before it was showing 1 gig, right? Also we can describe this PVC PSIC. Now one can observe that this is the output here. Let me copy and paste it on my OneNote page here. Successfully provision volume waiting for external controller to expand. External resizer is resizing the volume. Required file system resized of volume on node mount blah 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 succeeded. Okay, and it is running on PVC is running on worker node 2. It's okay. Now let me clear the window here. And after that, we can also run our pod here that is pending here. A pod is created here. Let's check the PVC. We have already checked the PVC, but it's time to check the pod here, right? Pods. And now this pod is also, we also need to clean our lab, right? For that reason, how to uninstall the CSI driver host path, pods and all. Make sure that you are in this directory. If you follow me along that I created slash data directory, let me copy here and I'm already here, but for the sake of execution, this command lab, I just use this command here and now destroy all these things. Let me destroy, deploy utils, destroy. So this script is also available in the Git repository. I just copied, take the benefit of this. And a big thanks to the guys who created all these files for us. And now we can, I have already executed this command, right? After that, I need to delete these things that we created with the for loop, storage, PVC and pods. Let me delete all these stuffs here again. After that, version is 6.3 and to delete these YAML files. I just use delete. Previously, I used apply option and here I'm using delete option. It takes some time, no worries. If it take more time, so maybe you can use Control C and pod is deleted here. It says maybe what we can do here that let me modify this command here. It taking too much time and I don't have that much time. What we can do here that I can use hyphen hyphen force and then hyphen hyphen timeout equal to 0. Let me execute this command again on my terminal. Previously deleted, shows not found. It is okay for me. And now persistent volume claim is taking some time. I don't know why. Okay, let's do Control C here and proceed with the other lab here. Copy here and paste it over here. We will manually delete all these stuffs, please, and all these stuffs here. Okay, that's great. And let me execute this command for the post checks. If everything is there, no, all are removed here. But here persistent volume is still here, and this is what I have not deleted. For that reason, it is taking some time. So let me execute this command kubectl delete persistent volume claim and hyphen hyphen force and then hyphen hyphen timeout equal to 0, and it will delete in a 1 or 2 minutes. No worries. And here we have cleaned the lab, and in this lab we understand that how we can create the persistent volume claim, and also we understand that if we want to set up lab at home, I need to execute all these commands here. I hope you like this video, and if you like, please like, comment and share with your friends and colleagues. If you have any question, do let me know in the comment section. I will try to add, and please always check my comments, pin comment. If I did any mistake, I will rectify it and add it here. If you are interested in learning how to create a PVC and attach to a pod, please watch my video for a step-by-step guide. Additionally, if you are preparing for CKA exam, it would be beneficial to view my entire CKA exam playlist. Last but not least, if my videos have been helpful in clarifying Kubernetes concepts and in your exam preparation, I would greatly appreciate your support. You can express your gratitude by treating me to a coffee. Simply click on these three dots and select the thanks button. Thank you and wish you all the best for your CK exam. Bye bye.